And we're live. What's going on, guys? How's everyone tonight? Someone is phoning. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Sorry, I'll mute myself for a second.
Who's in the house? Who's in the house? Tell me who's in the house tonight. So we got 13 people. You know, it's funny. It's always the same people hopping on here.
Those are the people who are going to be successful at this.
Yeah, no kidding. People are actually going to learn stuff.
Yeah, and then we don't have to answer those questions over and over again.
No kidding.
That's what these are made for. These are to help out. We got a request already. What's the request? Joseph has given us a request. All right, that's all right. Still working at it. Okay, perfect, Freddie. Tonight's going to be a night we're going to talk about those cost per conversions and the reason that it's so important. Everyone's like, does this look good? And I know that in some of the GAS training it talks about the cost per click being under 50 cents and the video views at pennies and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you this right now. We are doing the YouTube again. I don't know. Is it the YouTube thing again? I don't know. I don't see anybody else talking about it. I don't think so. We set up our YouTube channel to be properly.
Yeah.
It's telling me to watch it on YouTube. Okay, so we're still having the same issue.
Oh.
This will happen in the webinar too, eh?
Yeah.
This software, I'm seriously, I got to switch out from this Webinar Jams. That's the problem with these softwares that are built around another person's software. Essentially, this is just a Google Hangout with their features, and whenever Google changes stuff, they don't actually go, hey, Webinar Jams, this is what we're changing. You need to fix stuff up. It's just they scramble. But I just read, yeah, I'm on YouTube. So everyone's on YouTube. So I guess if you got to be on YouTube, so you can keep the chat open, the Google Hangout, and do the YouTube. So we'll kind of roll with that. So having said all that, tonight's going to be all about the importance of having the cost per conversion and not the cost per click, not about the cost per video, none of that stuff, because at the end of the day, the real number that only matters is how many email addresses went into your bucket. Every time someone puts in their name and their email address, or just their email address in the bucket, that means that is a conversion. That means they are part of your emailing list. And that's exactly what our goal is, to build our email database, right? And the number is $2 and under, right? That's what we target at. The echo's bad on YouTube. Don't know what to say. Maybe refresh the screen. So having said that, I have a bunch of family and friends here tonight. So and Gord and Caitlin and Jen are going to be hosting it tonight. We got some winners for this week, and I think it's a tie again. So we're going to do a split up. And we'll make sure that we pay you guys up here. But so yeah, tonight's going to be, she's going to show you through how setting up the proper type of website conversion, how to make sure that your cost per conversion, the line item to be watching for, and kind of getting it through there. And then maybe Jen and Gord can talk about some of the things that they're doing this week to kind of make their business fly, because they've been getting tons of leads and they've been getting tons of buyers. And I think more importantly is I'd like Jen to talk about her communication that she has with the messages, because I know Jen keeps in touch with absolutely everybody, and she follows up, and they have like a system in place where they keep in place with all their messages, and that's part of their successes that they're doing. So having said all that, I'm going to mute myself, and I'm going to pass you guys over to Caitlin, Jen, and Gord, and I'll be back to exit out at 8 o'clock. All right, guys?
Sounds good.
Sounds
good. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here. Let me know if you can see my screen.
We can see it.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you first come into, the reason that we do, if you've gone through the initial GAS training, they talk a lot about when you come and do your ads, you're going to do a page post engagement. But if you continue through the training, that we've done, we tell you guys to do cost or website conversion ads. And the reason that we do that is because you get so much more detailed information about your entire funnel when you do that. You can see the whole picture, or at least way more of the picture than you can when you do the page post engagement ads, because the page post engagement ads only show you this number over here. They only show you the cost per click, and they tell you that roughly you want something around 50 cents or below is really, really good, which, yes, okay, I guess that is good, but if you can see how many conversions you're getting, you can see what you are actually paying per conversion, and that is much better information, because what our whole entire goal here is to get leads, right? So not clicks. So if we can see how many conversions we're getting and how much it's costing us, and we want to get that cost as low as possible. The clicks don't really matter as long as our conversions are low. So we could spend $1 something per click as long as our conversions are $2 or lower. So see, some of these are kind of high. I would turn these off personally, but see this ad right here. I'm in Brian's account right now because I just turned my ads on today, so I don't have enough data to show you guys. So this one right here is a page post engagement right now, and it shows per engagement he's getting 4 cents, and he's gotten 265 clicks at well, it was quite a bit lower than this before, but it's gone up to 98 cents. So that's great, but I have no idea how many conversions I've got, how many leads I've gotten from that, how much it's costing me. I can't see how well my landing page is converting. I don't have a whole lot of information from this. But these other ones here, I can see that I'm paying, or that he's paying $1.30, $1.57, 96 cents. That one's pretty good. And then over here, but see, this one that he's getting good clicks on, the 96 cents per click, it's the highest for conversions. He's paying the most for conversions on that one. So if you can't see that whole picture, you don't know that. You could go and scale this ad way up, thinking that it's really good because you're getting cheap clicks, but your conversions are costing you a ridiculous amount. So that's one reason why we do that. To set your pixel up is super easy. You just go to your ads manager, click on pixels. The first time that you come in here, it's going to look a little bit different. It'll make you actually create your pixel first. So the steps are going to be a little bit different, but there is a training in the file section of the Infinite group on Facebook where I show you step by step how to create your pixel and how to email it to me. So if you've already created your pixel, you'd go to email your pixel code and you'd email it to me. So if you haven't created a pixel yet, go into the file section of the Infinite group and create your pixel and send it to me. My email's in there and whatnot. So what you want to be doing the numbers that you want to look at in here, so when you first come in here, it's going to look like this. It's not going to show your link clicks and stuff. You can't scroll over to the right. So right here, and I always leave this on 30 days. Like you can come over here and you can see what your cost per conversion or cost per clicks were per day or yesterday or whatever. But it's going to fluctuate every single day, so that's not a good number to go off of. I usually do at least 7 or 30 days because then you see the whole picture and you see the average of what your cost is. So if you want to see everything, you go to columns here and you go to performance and clicks. And the two numbers that you can look at your cost per click and you want to make sure that it's relatively low, but this is the biggest number that you want to look at here, your cost per conversion.
I don't think anybody's seen your screen, Caitlin.
No?
No. Everybody's typing in the chat. They can't see your what you're sharing, but we can see it fine.
Yeah, we can see it. Are you guys on Google Chrome?
Huh. Hang on. Did I stop sharing? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, now everybody in the chat, tell me if you can. I can't see the comments right now, so tell me if they can see it.
You guys type.
You can see it?
Yeah, now they can see it.
Yeah.
Now they can see it? Okay. Well, damn it. Okay, well, anyways, everything that I just said pretty much, there is a training in the file section of the Infinite group on how to set up your pixel and everything, what to look for. There's a training on exactly what to look for. But most importantly, your number that you want to look at right here is this number right here, your cost per conversion. And you want to make sure typically under $2 is really good. Like industry standard is about $3, but we like it when it's under $2. So what I'll show you guys again what I was talking about here. So over here you can see all of your stats over 30 days, 14 days, 17 days, blah, blah, blah. You can come over here and see what you're paying or how many conversions you got that day or what you're paying per conversion that day, but it's not a very good, like I wouldn't come in here and look at today's, how much the cost per conversion was today, because it's going to fluctuate. Like I wouldn't turn it off based on this stat because it's going to fluctuate every single day. So I usually look at either 7, 14, or 30 days, but usually I stick with the 30 days. And then, because it'll take an average of what your cost per conversion is. So these ones are all super high. These three right here are super high. So I would probably turn them off. This one's not too terrible. I might leave it because it could go down. So I might leave it, but these two I would definitely turn off. And usually you want to wait about, like I will let my ads run probably 2 or 3 days as long as the cost isn't like, if I turn an ad on and it says like $10 a conversion, I'm going to turn it off because that's ridiculous. But if it was like, if I had just turned this ad on and it said $2.97, I would leave it because it could go down. The more action that your ad gets, it could go down. So I usually leave my ad for running for about, as long as it's not too high, I'll leave it running for about 2 or 3 days because the more, it's going to take Facebook a little bit of time to kind of find your audience and see who's going to react to your post the best. So how long do you guys leave your ads for, Jen, Gord?
2 or 3 days.
Yeah, about that.
I let them. I use Ad Espresso, so it allows me to optimize it. I let it collect enough data, and then I'll optimize. I'll take some of the stuff out.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you need some data before you decide to turn your ad on or off, or before you decide to turn your ad off. You need to have a little bit of data. So if you turn it on and it's around $2, maybe a little bit over $2, then leave it, let it run for a little bit. If it's like $10 or $13 for one conversion, then turn it off because it's not going to go down that quickly. Like it'll go down a little bit, but and so I'll explain this again. So this ad right here is a page post engagement ad. This is the ad that they tell you to do in the GAS training. And they tell you that to come over here, you would come here, up here, click performance and clicks if you want to see this number over here. So you see your link clicks and then your cost per click, and this says link. This is the number that they tell you guys to look at because they say that if it's under 50 cents, then that's probably good. But I can't see, I have no data on this ad right now. Like, yes, I can see that he got 265 clicks and he's paying about 98 cents a click. But I have no idea how many leads this has gotten, how much. I have no idea how well the landing page is converting. I have no idea how much I'm paying per lead, which is the most important number, right? Like the whole point of this, of doing Facebook ads and having landing pages and stuff, is to get leads into our business and into our email list. With this ad, I have no idea what that is doing, right? So with this, at least I have a bit more information. I can see how well my landing page is converting. I can see how much I'm paying per lead, right? Every time somebody opts into your landing page and goes into your email list, that's a lead for you. And then that's one more person that can go to the webinar and potentially buy, right? So the lower that we can get this number, the better. Do you guys have anything to add to that at all?
No, that's exactly what we do. The lower you get the number, the more people you get in for the money you're spending that day. The more the workshop, the better chance you have of somebody buying.
Exactly. So roughly $2 and under. If you start it out and it's a little bit higher than $2, let it run for 2-3 days, see if it goes down. If it keeps going up, turn it off. If it goes down, leave it, see what happens, because the more data it gets, the more action you get on your ad, the cheaper everything is. So pay attention to this cost per conversion number. Let your ads run for 2 or 3 days and see how it goes. But $2 and under is what we shoot for. So when they say in the Gals group, they say shoot for 50 cents and under, we tell you guys to shoot for $2 and under per conversion. Your clicks don't really matter. We want the conversion cost. And if you guys don't know how to set up your pixel or where to find your pixel, you go here to the Ads Manager and Pixels. And if you haven't set it up yet, go into the file section of the Infinite group and find the training in there that we did. So you just go here and you would email your pixel to me. So, does anybody have any questions? That's all.
No questions yet?
Somebody got a question, and everybody knows everything.
Any question?
No, if there's no questions, then we can probably move on to Jen, if you want to talk a little bit about the conversations that you guys are having with people and that kind of help people out with that.
Just like when we talk to our leads?
Yeah, like when people message you guys on Facebook, say, or message you on your ad saying, "Hey, shush." When people message you on your ad saying info or interested or whatever, what's the steps that you take from there? When somebody comments on your page saying info, what do you do from there?
Okay. Yeah, so people will ask you for information, guys. They'll post it on your ad, whatever ad you're running. So if you're running your story ad or if you're running your video ad that you made, when they do say info, please, you just tell them that you PM them, or I sent you some information on the post. I usually just start off and ask them, like, I just say, hey, how's it going? Kind of feel them out a bit. Find out, if they're currently working and what they're doing for work and why they're interested in making a change in their life, like what motivated them to, to click your ad. Obviously, they're interested in something that they saw either in your video or your story that's, prompting them to want to make a change in their life. So find out what their history is. So if you know that, say, they're not working, or like I get a lot of engagement on my post, but a lot of people I do get aren't working, right? So you kind of have to filter it out and see if some people are looking for a job, not necessarily a business opportunity. So they think that you're going to be hired, or they'll be hired by you. So you got to find that out. Find out. I usually tell them a little bit about what I'm doing. So where I came from, like I came from, being a restaurant manager, and I was sick of working nights and weekends and missing out all that time. So I usually text them back when they tell me why they're interested in what I'm doing and what they're doing for work, and then kind of relate to them that way. So, I'm working overnights. Okay, I can understand you're working a lot of late nights and weekends, so I can see why you want to make a change. Then you tell them a little bit like, okay, so having the freedom of working for yourself and owning your own online business, that's of interest to them. And then they'll say, yeah, of course it is. So then I pretty much lead them into workshop at that point and ask them if they've already signed up for the workshop. And then I tell them, we send them to the workshop because people will ask you endless questions about what it is you're doing. Can't you just give me information, right now? And you want to lead them to the workshop because it is an hour long. You want to, have them have all the information that they need so they can decide if this is going to be something for them or not. So give them a little spiel about that, about, the workshop answers your questions. It'll see if working online is, an opportunity that they would be interested in. And then once they have, you can have them go back and click on the link on the video or the story ad that you're running so that they can sign up for the workshop. After that, then I usually try and get out the replay, guys. So the replay that we send out right after workshop, I'll usually save it, and I'll save it in a text message or something so I have easy access to it. and I'll try and send them out the workshop and tell them to hit me up right away after if they have any questions. Now, I get a running list of people that have obviously watched the workshop, or they're going to be watching the workshop, and then I'll follow up with them and say, hey, did you watch the workshop? Did you get a chance to yet? Some people come back, no, I haven't, or no, I was busy, or yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Great, perfect. Then I just tell them, okay, cool, watch the workshop. Let me know what you think, and then kind of go from there. And then the funny thing is that you'll get people like, we signed up a guy who's signing up with us tomorrow, and I've been talking to him for 2 months. So you'll get people that you've been talking to for like weeks and months, and they got to get the money together, or they're trying to figure it out, or they've seen the workshop, they've gone into coaching, and they're kind of phantom. They're hanging out there, they're not really doing anything, and then all of a sudden they're starting to bite. So keeping in contact with those leads, flagging them. I also flag them in pages, like my good leads that I've been chatting with for quite a while. You'll get people who will just drop off. You won't talk to them ever again. But the people that you're keeping in contact with, make sure that you're keeping in contact and really building the rapport, I think. So, making sure that they're able to relate to you, and that they're comfortable talking to you, so that you can build that rapport. Because really, a lot of people are skeptical, so you got to put yourself in their situation as to where you were before when you were skeptical, to kind of ease that up a little bit. So I find that helps anyway.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, like the biggest thing, like some of you guys came in through conversation. Some of you guys might have just clicked somebody's link and come through, but what were your thoughts and what did you need to hear to make the push to sign up? Like you want to make sure that you are having enough of a conversation with them so that they feel good about their decision about watching the webinar or whatnot, like that they're excited to watch the webinar, but don't talk too much where you scare them off kind of thing, or where where I guess you kind of just scare them off, or you give too much information, because people, like Jen said, people want to know, well, why can't you just tell me now? Yeah. It's like, well, I would be sitting here all effing day if I explained everything. Like the workshop is an hour long. It covers a lot of information. You can ask your questions and get your questions answered live on the workshop if you do have any questions. It's free to watch. See if it's for you. If it's not, then no big deal, right? Like, yeah. Kind of make it seem like you're not taught. Like it's there if you want it, but if you don't, cool. Like I don't care, kind of thing. Because you're going to have a million other people to talk to. So if this one person doesn't sign up, it's not the end of the world. But these are real people. They want to feel comfortable. They want to know that somebody's going to be there to help them. And like Jen said, the biggest thing is relating to people, making them there's something that we learn called feel, felt, found. So you understand the feeling. Like I felt that, like I hear you, man. Like I felt the exact same way. I was this and this before until I found this. So that's a good thing to remember when you're having conversations, is feel, felt, found.
Yeah, she's right, for sure. And you posted some really good links in Infinite Caitlin for like the sales training and stuff. Guys, go through that. Like, she posted those. She spent a lot of time building up the file section in Infinite. There's so many good materials, especially for sales strategies in there, that you kind of look at it from a different approach. Like, instead of like, oh, I hope this person signs up for the workshop, look at it more like you're recruiting them and they have to prove to you that they're worthy to kind of come in and get under you, because ultimately they will be working under you, right? So you want to make sure that they have the desire, the drive to do this, because they'll succeed and they'll help you succeed, right? So
yeah, exactly. You want people that inspire you to continue growing your business. You don't want people that are going to drain you, right? And not everybody is meant to work with you. Not everybody's meant to be on this team. And like Jen said, there's some people that at the time they might watch a workshop or something like that and they just don't have the money, or that it's just not the right time. But we have people all the time who, again, I talked to a guy months and months ago, like probably 2 months ago, and then he just watched the workshop and he's in the coaching now. So like, don't completely like write people off, but don't be super tied to, oh, I spent an hour with this person and they didn't sign up or whatever kind of thing. But the biggest thing is relating to people and giving them enough information to get them excited to go to the workshop, and then let the workshop do its job. Let Jeff do his job and sell people on the coaching, right?
Yeah.
Like your goal isn't to, like when you're chatting with people, your goal isn't to sign them up for Enagic, it's to sell them on watching the workshop.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the funny thing is, you'll have people that you talk to for a long time, people that will be in coaching, and they may get scared off or it's not right for them now, and then you'll have people that you hardly even talk to that are going to sign up, buy a trifecta, and they're ready to roll right away. So it's a numbers game, really, when it comes down to it.
Yeah, totally. Do you guys have any questions? So when you get people on, are you technically their mentor? Yes, you are technically their mentor, but I know that we're all a group, right? Like we all are going to help, everybody helps everybody. So don't worry about when you first come in here and you don't have, like, if you're like, oh my God, like how do I sign somebody up? I don't even know what a pixel is, or I don't even know what a landing page or conversion is. How am I supposed to train somebody? Don't worry about that, because your mentors are going to help you and they're going to help your people. But as you learn and as you grow, you need to you need to help other people, right? Like the biggest thing about this is the more people you help, the more your business is going to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. So whatever you're learning, share it with other people. Share it with your team, share it on your Facebook pages, share it wherever you want to share it. Share it with your family, share it with your friends, and they're going to be like, holy shit, you know so much information. Like, where did you learn all this?
Yeah. Learn it from asking questions. We still don't know the answers. We still message Jeff or Caitlin or some vice versa, right? If anybody needs help, everybody's always there to help one another. That's the whole point of being in this group and having this system in place.
Yeah, totally. So don't worry. Yes, you are their mentor, but we're all here to help together. 90% done for you. Yes, it is 90% done for you.
And it's easy, guys. Like once you start signing up 1 or 2 people at first, like really, I think for me, I don't know about for Caitlin or anybody else, I can't speak for them, but I know for me, I was like, I really need to make sure I understand the GSP training, I understand the Facebook training, and before you get too involved, just make sure you know what you're doing, that you could set yourself up so it's easier when you're answering questions for other people. And if you don't know the answer, look it up. I still look at the training videos. I still look through Infinite Files like almost daily to see what's been added and stuff, and reviewing stuff that I've already gone through before, just to keep fresh, because I mean your short-term memory doesn't last long, so if you can ground it into your long-term memory, it'll just become easier and easier the more you go along, and it doesn't take long for it to just bubble over. Like at first you're getting going and it takes a little bit of time to build it up. And then you'll see, guys, like all of you guys will see, it'll just start to like boil and get crazy, and it's so fun. Just escalate.
It is, and probably the worst thing you can do is go, stop. Go, stop. Like you run a whole bunch of ads and you do a whole bunch of stuff. You like do a whole bunch of the reading and mindset and blah blah blah. Do a whole bunch of posts on your Facebook page, ads, and then something happens and you stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to get back into it, and again you got to build the momentum, get back into the routine of reading and mindset and ads and posting and blah blah blah, and then something happens and you stop. Like that's probably the absolute worst thing you could ever do, because you build, and then you stop and it all goes back down. You start over. It's the exact same thing when you're dieting. If you're gonna like diet super hard and then you go on a trip and then you stop.
Yeah.
Like, you're starting back from square one, and it's the absolute worst thing that you can do, because you're always starting over. You're never building that momentum and giving yourself and your business enough time to kind of explode and let that momentum boil over. So just, even if you're only running, like even if you can only afford to run $5 a day on one ad, that's better than nothing. You're still gonna get a couple leads a day. It's not gonna be super fast. It's probably not gonna be as fast as you want it to be, but it's still gonna grow, and it's better than nothing. So even if you can only do if you can only do like a video view ad or something, because you pay like cents on video views, which I don't really recommend, but if it's all you can do, then that's something. That's better than nothing. So
another thing you can do too, guys, is like the people that you're signing up for workshop, you can also tell them that they can get their friends involved as well. So if you know, hey, that's awesome that you're signing up for the workshop. Do you have any other friends? Like you're in hospitality or you're in retail. I bet there's must be other people you work with that would be interested in checking out the workshop, and then you get free leads, kind of word for mouth as well. Stopped, eh?
No.
Did the video stop for anybody else? Jordan, you may need to just refresh your screen. Okay, so unless anybody has any questions, then should we do the winners? It does get easier. As soon as you guys, like I know I was having a conversation with Debbie today and she's like, I'm super lost, like I need some help, like what does this mean? And I'm like, I know when you first come in here, it sounds like you're speaking or reading German. It's not going to make sense. But as you go through the training and you keep moving forward, don't let the confusion keep you stuck, kind of thing. Like if you're feeling stuck, then ask questions in the group. Ask myself, Jen, Gord, somebody, and just keep moving forward, because as you move forward and as you make mistakes, don't worry about making mistakes, because that's how you learn. So as long as you're moving forward, you're gonna learn. It's gonna make sense eventually. Like don't come in and just be like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing, and then just stop. Just as long as you're moving forward, keep moving forward. So okay, once I'm promoting my ad for the webinar, do I still promote my fan page? No.
No.
You don't need to do a likes campaign anymore. Just do it the one time, and then as you're doing your ads, you'll get likes anyways. You'll get just organic likes of people who see your ad. They'll come to your page, and they'll just like it anyway. So you don't have to worry about doing a likes campaign. We're being told you should spend what you can afford to spend. Exactly. Spend what you can afford to spend. If you can only afford $5 a day, then you can only afford $5 a day. That's not a big deal. At least you're still moving forward, and you're still going to grow. It's not going to be super fast, but you're not going to break the bank, and then you're not going to be stressed out and stop building your business. You know, you guys came in here for a reason. You came in here because you wanted financial freedom, time with your family, to quit your shitty jobs, right? We all hate our stupid jobs that are lame, so.
If you're spending $150 in a month, spend it over the month. Don't spend the first week and then not ads the rest of the month.
Yeah.
And stretch it out for the whole month. You don't want your ad to stop running. It's better to spend it over a longer period of time than spend it all at once and not run an ad at all.
Yeah, exactly. And people don't realize how much money we waste on stupid shit. Like,
no kidding.
Like I canceled my cable. I kept my internet, obviously, because I need my internet. But I canceled my stupid little things that you can cancel, about not going out for dinner, maybe canceling your cable, spending a little bit less on gas if you can, or like a couple little things, not going out buying Starbucks, or not going out, maybe cancel your gym membership and work out at home. I don't know. There's lots of extra things that you guys can do to get ad money. Can you repeat? Good, you're echoing. So for the link, I don't forward it to the landing page until I get my ad approved. Yes. Evelyn, wait until you get your ad approved, and then change the forwarding on your domain to your landing page once your ad is approved.
There's a light.
Yeah, quit smoking cigarettes. That should cost way too much money.
Good here?
Yeah. Just down there. I'll grab it.
Okay. This one there.
Yeah, if you have $10 a day to spend on cigarettes, you got $10 a day to spend on ads that could potentially change your life.
Or just take a part-time job for now, guys, because you know your definite purpose. Like, you know where this is going to take you. So do what you need to do for now, because it's short-term pain, long-term gain.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong. People, I know that in the different groups that we're in, they talk about, jobs, blah, 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 quit your job and stuff, but that job is funding your dream lifestyle, so it's temporary. It's going to suck for potentially a year. It could suck for a couple months. It could suck for a year, but you will get there as long as you keep moving forward. Good job, Debbie.
Nice. Good job.
That's awesome. Okay, so does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, any questions, guys? Shoot. Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, I don't see anything coming in. So to announce the winners, okay, wait, before we do that, what kind of contest would you guys like to do for next week? I mean, we always do some kind of contest to kind of get you guys motivated and whatnot and help you guys out with ad spend. Thanks, Juice, so I can't get in there. Yeah, my brother-in-law and my sister just started vaping too. Okay, so what kind of contest do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to keep doing the video ad contests? Do you guys feel like that is a live video? That's a setting on your posts. I've only done it once or twice, but it's a little setting on your posts where there's just like a little go live button. You can Google it too, and I'm sure Google or YouTube it, and it'll tell you exactly how to do that. Jen and Gord question.
Is that the one, Jordan? Yeah, you just go live notification when you do a post and then wait for people to come on, and then they kind of just keep talking to you, and then you just keep letting it run a little bit, say hi to people. It's cool. I think it's neat when it comes up like live notification.
It is cool, and you might not get too many people that come on right away, but the biggest thing, and I've heard other people say this too, is afterwards, because it stays on your Facebook page, right? So people see it a lot afterwards, so it gets a ton of views. But yeah, it's just a post, like same thing when you go to do a post, there's just an extra little button that you should see on there somewhere that says go live. Okay, but for contests, what do you guys feel would be super motivating and inspiring for a contest? Do you guys want to keep doing video ads? What do you guys want to do? I mean, video contests. I heard a rumor that it might be soon for Jen.
Well, I quit my job right away, but I had a couple months to float me, so that helped. But I think, I don't know, like Kayla and a bunch of other people in our group with like 3 months about that. I guess it all kind of depends on what you're doing and what you're doing it part-time, or if you're taking it on full speed, or obviously what kind of financial situation you're in. But I don't know, like some people like do it and take on part-time jobs just to get them going and run it full stop, and other people just kind of ease themselves into it while they're working at their other job.
Yeah, totally. So
Takes a few months anyway.
Yeah, it takes a couple.
Just to get rolling.
Mommy?
what?
I hurt my hand.
You hurt your hand?
Bonk on my
Okay, so let's continue with the video ad contest then, because it's getting people out of their comfort zone, getting people comfortable with videos and whatnot. So just continue with that, I suppose. So the winners for this week, I don't know how to pull people out. How do we do that?
I don't know. Mike usually does
Oh. Okay, so then we'll just announce them, and then Jeff can connect with you guys, or you guys can connect with Jeff when you're done or afterwards, and get your prize money. Do you guys want to announce them?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Tie this week again, and the winners are Alejandra and Jordan.
Yay!
So there is $5 a day of ads for a month.
Yeah.
So
Woohoo!
running an ad.
Good job, guys.
Jordan, you said you wanted to be running an ad right now? Well, there's $5 a day for 30 days to run an ad.
Good job, you guys. That was awesome.
Yeah, wicked video. So creative.
Yeah, so everybody, go and look at all the videos get posted in the Infinite group usually. So go and look and see what they're doing, get some ideas, and see how you guys can put your own story into it and your own kind of personality and whatnot into it. Okay, so again, for next week, I guess we'll do the same thing, video ads. So everybody go into the group, go get some ideas, and start making some videos.
Any other questions, guys? Does anybody have anything that came up? What are you going to say?
I want to see more people post videos. There's this contest with money out there for grabs. Jump into your comfort zone and make a video.
Yeah, exactly. Like Gord said, that's a month of ads for you, and I know the video is scary. I am such a chicken when it comes to videos. It took me forever to do a video, so I get it, but this group is you're not going to be made fun of. Nobody's going to say like, oh my god, your video effing sucked. You should go fix that. They're going to be like, good job, and tell you how you can improve on it, you know? Like, you don't need to feel weird. I know it's kind of a very weird feeling, like you're sitting here talking into your phone and you feel like an idiot, but that video could potentially make you thousands of dollars.
Yeah, exactly. And it gets easier. Like, honestly, just be more secluded at first in practice and screw it up. Like, screw it up like 40 times if you have to and redo it. Like, whatever, right? And just keep doing it, because the more you do it and the more you post on your wall, the more live movement you have. I find it's better because people will like more stuff on there. And it just gets way easier.
Yeah, totally.
It does. That's what we did at first, and the other day we were at Peggy's Cove, and there was hundreds of people around, and we were shooting a video.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking.
It was nerve-wracking, but there was hundreds of people around, and we were still shooting a video.
But see, that feeling that you get when you're that scared, nervous feeling usually means that that's what you need to do to move forward, that you need to do that to grow. And then once you do it, you're like, oh my god, that was so silly. Why was I even nervous about it? Because it was awesome. But when you start doing videos in front of people, like I need to be by myself. I don't want anybody to look at me or hear me or whatever. But when you start doing videos in front of people and people are like, oh, what do you do? Like, why are you? What do you do something on the internet? Are you a YouTuber? And then yeah, exactly. It opens for prospects. So my computer is going to die in a second here, so unless anybody has any questions, then I think we are good. Congratulations, Jordan and Alejandra.
Yeah, great job, guys. Everybody really who's posted videos. It's awesome.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So go in the group, steal their ideas, make it your own, add your own story, make it even more exciting for next week, and you could potentially win $150 or $300. Cool. So unless there are any other questions, then you guys have an amazing Sunday night, and we will see you in the group.
See you guys.
Yay! See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. That's awesome. They did a really good job, hey? Bye, Jeff. Must have us on mute, hey? Yeah.
Are we all done?
We're done.
See you.
Oh, I gotta turn up the volume. There we go.
Yeah, we're done.
We done? Everyone got everything that they needed?
Everybody got everything. Good to go.
Good to go. We got to get this webinar jams things figured or go to somewhere else. This is ridiculous. We have to use 2 screens.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's totally bad. So everyone got all the information that they were looking for, the conversions and lots of questions about the pixel and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, just to get people don't show up for this, eh? Like, we need more people on it.
Because the people that don't show up are the ones asking the questions.